So we are here at the Huawei store in Chongqing, and let's check out if they have the brand new Nova 13 Pro. So as you can see here, they really have the Nova 13 Pro here in stock. Tomorrow you can really buy it. This is the device with the dual camera cutout on the front. You can see 60 megapixel front-facing camera, 8 megapixel telezoom camera there, 6.7 inch kind of OLED screen, 120 Hz. Don't think it has a variable refresh rate, so it's not LTPO. Let's check it out quickly by going into display. If something is written there we have sleep, smart, high resolution, high refresh rate, 120 Hz. And you can have like even a high resolution there. You can see the resolution. And the highlight of this device is probably the Kirin 8000 processor inside of here and the camera system. So like I said, the dual camera system on the front, and on the back we have also, which appears to be like a quadruple camera setup, but actually it is just a triple camera setup with the 50 megapixel main camera sensor. And we also have, I think it's an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle and 13 megapixel zoom lens. Let's check out the camera to see. We have 3x zoom there, which is like the 12 megapixel sensor, and we have 5 times zoom as well, which is like a digital crop there, 2x zoom, 1x zoom, and the 8 megapixel wide angle. We go to video. Let's go and see if we can record 4K. 4K can be recorded on all sensors, so they're using some kind of upscaling there, and they're using 3.5 times zoom there for the 4K, for the 12 megapixels. There's a vlog mode as well in there, so you can use different kind of styles there, portrait video, AI color video for example, which is quite nice. And they have something else like the multicam, high-res, all that we know already from the predecessor, but just now with the new processor. The new processor is a bit of a downgrade, I think, to the Snapdragon that we had before, but at least it's like a homemade processor, so this might be quite interesting. So let's do a little video, because we can, of course, on the front-facing camera also use 4K 30. 4K 30 only, no 4K 60, so let's try to do it one-handedly somehow. Let's see. So this is me filming now with the front-facing camera. What do you think? We can go to the wide angle, which looks like this. This is a 60 megapixel one, 0.8 time, which is like the default. Then we have 1x even, a bit of like lighty conditions there. You can see it's a bit soft, I would say. And then there's the 2x zoom, which is like the 8 megapixel one that has no stabilization. So it should be quite a bit shakier than the 1x or the 0.8x. I think 0.8x is perfect for vlogging. What do you think about the audio quality here on this one? Yeah, filming with the Nova 13 Pro. And now what we can do, 4K 30, is switch to the, and I can show you a little bit of the Huawei store here, that you can see the back-facing cameras. They're advertising, of course, the Huawei P70 Ultra. You can go to the wide angle. It has even an animation, which is quite nice. It's an 8 megapixel wide angle, so they do some upscale. Let's go to 2x zoom there on one of the older Novas, Nova 12 actually, and 3.5 times zoom. You can see it's switching somehow lenses, you can see it definitely. And we can go up to 10x zoom here, which at least on screen looks pretty nice. So what do you think about this one here? Looking at the photos, selfies, first of all, I didn't turn off AI, so probably it is like optimizing a little bit, as you can see in my shiny eyes and also the eyebrows there. But I think the bokeh effect is quite nice on the selfie there. I got all my hair there. I have a new haircut, by the way, done here in China. Pretty cheap, I think, and pretty fast as well. As you can see, a 60 megapixel dual AF selfie cam. And then we have the ultra wide angle on the dual AF selfie cam. As you see here, also in terms of detail level, I think pretty good. But you notice this is a bit more yellowish. This is a bit less yellowish. So I think the portrait mode, which only works with the bokeh in 1x, because the portrait mode works also with 0.8x, but then you don't get any bokeh. This is the normal, I think, photo mode. Maybe it's also portrait mode, but without the bokeh. This is the 8 megapixel telezoom, 2x on the front. For some reason, it didn't focus on me. It focused on the background. Maybe I was too close. I just wanted to photograph the FreeBuds 5 that I have in my ears there. This is the, I think this is the, yes, this is the 1x in normal mode, as you see here, without bokeh. And it's doing a fine job there in terms of detail level, I think. So for selfie lovers, this is definitely not bad of a sensor. Just the video, I think, was a bit of smooth, then it sharpened up when I switched to the 8 megapixel one, to the telezoom lens. So not sure what's going on there. And the ultra wide angle 0.8 times, not the complete ultra wide angle, has also nice detail there thanks to the autofocus and 60 megapixels. Then you can see here the ultra wide angle is definitely the weakest with 8 megapixels, but still in this bright conditions is doing a fine job there. With low distortion, there's a bit of distortion towards the side and it's getting a bit soft, but what do you expect for this kind of device? I honestly expected a bit better. Maybe they could have put a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle there with autofocus capabilities for macro. But the 3x zoom here at 5x is doing a nice job, I would say, with this, what is it, 13 megapixels that they have here. Let's check it out. They have 12 megapixels here. On this one, not 13 megapixels, so maybe I was wrong. 12 megapixels. It's doing a fine job. You can see here all the little details of the camera. There's a bit of noise maybe that they are reducing already on this device. So this is something to keep in mind. This is the 3x shot here. This is, by the way, I think the Huawei X or Nova. Oh, is it written somewhere here? High Nova 70 apparently. A very cheap entry level, I think, device. And here you can see all the colors. This is the main camera sensor, the best 50 megapixel and variable aperture f1.4 to f4, which I didn't mention, but here you can see all the colors: black, white, and this green. And yes, it is not a texture design, it's just a matte finish. I think it's a glass design, but don't nail me on it. It could be also plastic there to save a little bit of money. But in all honesty, if you find the Nova 12 Pro or Ultra for the same price, just maybe get these instead of this one here. The only good thing about this one is you get the Kirin processor, so that means like you get HarmonyOS Next or HarmonyOS 5, the new version. Later on, but probably not in Europe. This version probably will not arrive in Europe, so only get it if you're really interested in this one here. One thing that I noticed immediately after taking some shots is that it takes a while to process those, especially the portrait shots. So yes, you can feel that the processor inside is not the snappiest there. So this is, I think, one of the downsides, and depending on the prices, you can see the prices there for the different models, like the 256 gigabyte model starts with 3,699 yuan. You can put it, or maybe I put it down below how many euros this is. It might be a bit of a stretch and not for everyone for this one here. So definitely something that, yes, it's a good kind of vlogging kind of device if you need it for entry level, but maybe the 12 Ultra or 12 Pro might be even a little bit better, because it's almost the same kind of device with a maybe a bit better processor there inside. So that's it from the Huawei booth here. And the Nova 13, the Nova 13 Pro, actually the Nova 13 releases here. What do you think? I'm recording now with the Huawei FreeBuds 5 because I think I give you a little bit better audio quality. What do you think?